Alright, I'm back. Short pause. Eat some food. See if we can put this thing together now. Alright. I'm on the part of... This is kind of nice. There's assembly instructions right here on the power supply too. So I'm at this part. So the next step is putting this platen piece on. So this is going to go like this. This X, no, Z axis goes like this. Somehow. Wait, am I looking at this wrong? That's the power supply. Okay. So, let's see here. That's what it says. Let's see. I need these 4 screws. That goes here. That doesn't quite make a ton of sense. Oh, okay. Now I'm tracking. That's this thing. It goes this way. Okay. These wires out of the way. It's right here. Open these up. Longer ones. M5 by 30. Now we're cooking. There's one. Two. So far, this isn't too bad. Just a few screws. Build the frame. Tighten these down. It's pretty nice that this is all metal construction here. It's going to be pretty sturdy. And if you're just checking this out, this is a Ender 5 Pro. Ender, I guess it would be Ender Creality 3D printer. I know very little about it, other than you can make some cool stuff with it. So I'm going to figure it out as I go. There's tons of stuff already out there that you can just download and print. So I think at first I'll get the hang of things and figure out how the printer works, and then from there, you know, I need to get proficient at using some CAD software to make my own original files that I can print. I know that there's some stuff out there. There's some free programs and things out there that you can get going pretty quickly on it. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure I can figure it out. I messed around with CAD in college before, and some for my for work. Well, my previous career, I did that for a while. Designed things in AutoCAD, so I'm sure I can figure it out. Alright. Now I'm on to, so that piece is on. I need 6 M4 by 10, which would be these little guys. Attaching this hot bed, and that would go on to this piece. It'd be good if, you know, this is spun all the way down. Make it a little easier for me. Put a little grease on there. This might take a little bit. Yeah, so far the construction of this thing seems like it's really solid. I like it. Close enough. Alright, I need these screws. Well, they're bolts actually. And a smaller tool. Where'd my tool bag go? It's going to be one of these. I need to put in, what is this? 6 of them. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. And some lock washers. Which tool is this? Found it. Okay. Instructions make it pretty easy, just by pictures. You don't really need a whole lot of, pretty straightforward. So far anyway. I think my difficulty is going to come with understanding the software side more than the hardware. Alright. The hotbed. So this thing has basically, it heats up and keeps your print warm, or at least to start at the base of it. Get these started, and then I can tighten them down. I can probably move in the camera a little closer too. Why don't I just do that? There we go. So just 6 screws on the back here. Am I still in focus? Yep. Good. Alright. Tighten these down. Snug them up. There we go. Alright. Last 2. This piece is done. Alright. Next, there's 2 more screws. Okay. That's 6 there. next piece, I'm going to take the, what is this? Alright, I have the screen now. The screen, that gets attached right here. So let's take the screen, open this up. Okay, so let's see. It's got those on there already. Oh, I see. So it's doing 3 steps here. Down a bit. There we go. Alright, so I need to get these kind of rectangular, what are these called? T-nuts into this groove here. How does that work? I gotta loosen this up. More one. Alright, those are loosened. And so one is going to go in this track, and then the other one is going to go in this track. Okay. So there we go. Now, so I guess you have to like just spin it so the thing turns in there. No, it's not exactly turning the way that I want it to. There we go. Got one. Yes, I'm back at it, Outline Pinball. I got the Z axis in, the hotbed is in. Now I can't even see this one. It's a little cumbersome. I think I got it. Yeah. Okay. The screen is now on. Now I have this piece. And this goes over here. And this these are a little weird. T-nut things. Go inside this square tubing, or rectangle tubing. Well, I wanted to get this thing like all together because the next journey is all about figuring out how everything works. So I can handle reading instructions. I think this is going to be a fun journey to figure out the software piece, and I don't know, it seems like everybody's doing this these days. Well, other people can figure it out, I can do it. Can't be that hard, right? Plus I know some people that do this all the time, so if I run into some problems, I got a few people I could reach out to. So this is the spool holder. Should go. No, it's not tight yet. Yeah, it is. Okay. This thing goes like this, I think. There we go. Spool holder. Sweet. Alright, next thing. It's this. I think. Yep. So this is for the filament. So it looks like just goes up here. Yeah, it would be kind of nice if they, sent it assembled, but then again, then the box would be a lot bigger and it'd cost more. So I've seen other ones that are, so the ones they have at work, they came in much bigger boxes, and I think they're called like Persia or something like that. I'm pretty sure those came fully assembled, or mostly fully assembled. But it's okay. So my friend that does this all the time, he's one of those where he basically just gave me a recommendation of here's what you should order. They're a heck of a lot easier to work on. Parts are cheap. Like, here's everything that you need. And so I'm like, well, it's kind of a no-brainer. They already gave me all the things that I need to be successful here, so. Sounds good to me. There we go. These things are hard to see inside the track. But you have to like spin this T-nut thing so it kind of catches. There we go, I got it. It's kind of like, reminds me of a IKEA furniture or something. Alright, those pieces are done. Oh, object. What is that? 376. What does that mean? Well, there might be a certain height that this needs to be set at, but I'll worry about it later, I guess. Alright. On to cable connections. Yay. Okay. I got Y, Z, Y, E, X, Z. And that's the cables here. They're all labeled. Looks like here's an X, Y, Z, and another Y. So I have different pins so I can figure this out. Alright. Here's a Y. Let's spin this around. This one's Y. Not you. Alright. I wonder, am I supposed to be on the inside or the outside? They don't really talk about the cable routing. I'm guessing on the outside. Maybe. Yeah. Well, I can always change it later if I need to. They're quick release. Z for what is that? Right here. But that's that. I'm sure I'm looking at this thing right. Here's an E. E goes to this one right here. Alright. E. I got an X and two X's. The X's are on this flattened thing. It's one. Wait a minute. Did I put this thing on backwards? I have a motor here. This is an X. No. Z. Okay. I see the Z. Z, X, and X. Okay. This is an X. And that. I think it's this one. Ugh. It's hard to see. Nuvad, what's up? I live nowhere near Micro Center. Did you get this through the deal? No. I got this through 3D Printers Bay. They seem to have good prices there. Yeah, the outline pinball. I'm planning to. That's the ultimate goal, is to use this for pinball in various forms, of whatever. So it'd kind of be like. Eventually, I'd like to make my own game, and so getting well versed in this is going to help me. Make whatever parts custom to that game, at least to just prove out the concept, and then if I have those CAD files, if it needs to be metal later on, I can do that. So yeah, that's basically the idea. Ribbon cable. EFP. Where does this guy go? Alright, gotta focus. Z, X, X. Where the heck is this guy? This must be. This is the Z. That's going down here. See, this is weird. I think I have this thing on backwards here. That's not good. Because then this Z is over here. Urgh. I think I screwed it up. Well, okay. No. Alright. They told me wrong. It's like $100 off if you had a coupon in the store. Okay. Well, it's not too bad right now. And I don't know a ton about 3D printers. I just know that there's various levels of quality, and the reason I went with this is because a friend that is big into 3D printing, this is basically like the bang for your buck kind of thing. It's got the most quality and gives you the most consistent parts, and they're easy to work on. He had nothing but great things to say about it, and so we're not going to take his advice. So I think that's what I did. So I'd rather just spend the money on something that's going to last and not give me headaches. Just trying to fight with it. What am I going to save? Like $100, $50, on a cheaper model. So I was looking at the Ender 3 before this, which, it had pretty good reviews, but then there's all these other things that you got to get to like make it work well, and so I'd rather just buy the right thing off the bat here. Alright, so this is really weird. It shows me. Okay. Yeah, I screwed it up, I think. This has got to flip around. Crap. Alright, this piece I have on upside down. Ugh. So this hotbed needs to come off. Fun. Hey, but at least I'm early on and get it figured out. Just a few screws. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, how was everybody's weekend? It was pretty, I don't know, yesterday I didn't do a whole lot, but Friday was pretty dang fun. Streamed Hot Wheels on Buffalo, Buffalo Pinball, and Steve Bowden graced us with his presence, so that was a lot of fun. He had a lot of fun, so hopefully we'll get him back here. Stream some more. I should be releasing some new Legends of Valhalla code here next week, I think. That's the plan anyway. So I'll have him back again. Kind of show that off. I've been doing, if you look back at some of the live streams on Facebook, I've been doing quite a bit of play testing for that, just to work out any bugs. I think I've gone through, I guess one thing I didn't realize, before working for a pinball company is they go through tons and tons of testing and revisions, more so than you would ever see, for the public. Just figuring out each and every mode, going through and playing it over and over and over again, making sure all the lights do what they're supposed to do, sounds, everything. It's crazy. But it's good. But even with all that practice, I'll probably never be as good as Steve. I might be able to beat him like once in a while, I think. But I'm just not as consistent. I feel like there's like a natural ability with some pinball players where they have that better hand-eye coordination and just can see those shots and hit them. And then Steve has just a unique ability of understanding rules, and he's like a math whiz, so he knows all about like point strategies, and like I don't pay attention to all that stuff. I can't wrap my head around it all. But it is pretty nice for him to just tell you over your shoulder how to hit this, hit that, and like hopefully you can, and then you'll play better. A pinball coach. All right. Get all these. There we go. Got all this loosened. Yep. All right. Now I can flip it around. These not all the same screw size. Hang on. Make sure I got these right. This and this. No. This is supposed to be the... It's two longer ones. Two wrong ones. There we go. Now we're in business. Nuvad, yes. Brains are wired differently in stressful situations. I think better pinball players are wired for sight versus say in hearing or speech. Yeah, that could be. It's like, I don't know. Some stuff, for me, it comes a little easier, with, like, game repair and things. Like I can see it, and if I can see how it works, it goes together, and how it functions, I can usually figure out how to fix things. But I know for lots of people that can be tough. So maybe it's like those, what is that? What is that? You know this. You're a teacher. The geniuses or something like that. Something that teachers use all the time. It's like everybody's talented at something. So you might be musically talented or analytical, or I don't know. Some people are just stronger in some areas than others. Obviously, I can't read instructions, so that's a weak part for this. There we go. I'm getting it, though. I'm getting it. I was just jumping ahead too fast. I didn't catch it all. Come on. I got it now. All right. So new event, I heard there's an auction. Well, I guess you don't care about the auctions, but there is one in Altoona coming up in March that is an in-person only, so it might be lucrative to go. They don't have the online portion of it. I was just talking with a guy that that I met at the auction a few years back. So I think once they get online and people don't have to leave their house, it becomes a lot more difficult to get any deals at an auction. Oh, your dad wants to pick up a CD jukebox. Okay. Nice. Well, that would be a good place. Another one, our friend Ed Owens works for Victory Glass, and it's like jukebox parts and things like that. He lives up north, so he's big into jukeboxes. So if you don't end up getting one at the auction, I'm sure Ed could point you in the right direction. And some of those older ones they're pretty to look at for sure. If I got, because I have a record player now, which I feel like I would kind of make my record player, because I think jukeboxes, if it's typically going to be 45s if it's older. I don't know if there's any jukeboxes that'll play LPs. Probably not. That's not what they. So it wouldn't really be replacing my record player. But then again, I hardly use my record player anyway. I did get a new record though, for the first time in many years. I'll grab it real quick. I'll show you. It's well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to that auction yet. I gotta look at those dates again. I just found out on Friday that I'm gonna go to Texas Pinball Festival. Nobody tells me nothing. At least management anyway. Steve and Max told me yesterday or on Friday night. Like, well, okay then. That'll be cool. I've never been to Texas Pinball Festival. March 19th. Oh, okay, cool. So, I think Pinball Festival is like the 25th or something. 25, 6, 7, I think it is. Here's my new record. Daft Punk even. This is sweet. Look at that. Transparent blue. I think the other one's in there, but it's white, so it's see-through. So pretty cool. I only have a couple records like that where they're a transparent color. So, all right. I'm back to attaching cables finally. Whew. A little setback. Okay. Krista Pintern is into it. Nice. Very nice post in the music channel. Oh, for the record, yeah. Well, that was actually Jeremy Ajima. He's up north as well, and he inspired me. He said like, it's on sale at Target for I don't know $25 or something like that, $20. So I looked online and there's the local one had like 2. So Lindsay picked one up for me. Let's see. Alright. Z. Here's the Z. Here's AZ. JZ. Get in there. So this stepper down here. Come on. Sorry, I can't see it too good. I gotta get in front of the camera here. There we go. I got it. And the other one is up on this limit switch. Right. They don't tell you how to route these cables. Okay, there's that. Next, I have, what is this? That's a Y. Where's the other Y? There's a limit switch right here. Not in the way. There we go. Limit switch up top. So there's this little micro switch, so when the bed comes up, it'll hit this switch, and then when this one comes over, it'll hit this limit switch. So that's those. Alright, what do these say? X and X. So this would be, I'm guessing this guy here. Yeah. So X here, and then yeah. It's probably what the zip ties are for. I bet I'm gonna have to unplug all these and redo it, zip tie them all up. Probably talk about it later. Okay. Got that. Alright. Some smaller cables. E. I already did that. This one is, that's E. I got the Y. these, I think those are good. That's gonna move back and forth like this. And this one. I'll have to do some routing to figure it out. Alright. EXP3, something for this. It's not labeled. Okay, well there's only one. It goes right here. Alright. Check. I think I got all those. Next. Nozzle, cable, connection, power cord. So this is the power cord. At least I know that. Oh yeah, and I remember from a video I watched, I think there's a switch in the back of the power supply that, yeah, so there's a switch on the very back. So for the AC input, it's either 230 or 115. So you gotta flip this little switch, so depending on your country AC. So that's done. It won't hurt anything if you don't do that, but you're going to be scratching your head if you didn't have that flipped. It just won't work. But if you were in another country and if you had it on the 115, that would be bad. You would blow it up. Like poor dog, what's up? Just putting together a printer here. Luckily, the ink is not too expensive on these. Alright, back to cables. Where was I? We got the power cord. That's done. I need the nozzle cable. Alright. Here's a nozzle thermistor. I got nozzle heat. Fun one. I don't know what the hell that is. Bed thermistor. Is this fun too? I don't know. I'm glad they label everything. Oh, fan 2. No, that literally says fun 1. I don't know. Probably function. I don't know. Well, just start plugging stuff in that this is the only one that goes. There's that. But I don't have all the rest of these. What am I missing? Nozzle connection. bed. Well, this would be the bed one, I think. Thermistor. What's this say? Bed thermistor. That's this one. Okay. Well, I don't have the... Oh, those are over there. Duh. Okay. Making progress. Connecting stuff up. Here they are. Okay. So, guessing it goes like this. Because there's this thing that shoves into this feed here for the filament. And then this, I'm guessing, just routes down here. And just match it up. There's a not fun one. Nice. Board dog, I've been rewiring the pinball room. Better light eventually. Had enough fun for today. Oh, that's nice. So you're putting like in LED lights or something? Because that was one thing when I wired up my game room. I got like these industrial LED shop lights that go along the whole thing because I wanted it to be bright. So when I was working on games in there, I never wanted to have like, you know, a flashlight under the hood. So cleaned up the storage and rearranged sometime last fall. Now I can't find anything. Ugh. You lost your IDC connector, Punches. Well, Nuvad, let me clue you in on that. Just throw that thing away. IDC connectors are junk anyway. Switch to Molex. You'll be a lot happier you did. I am not a fan of IDCs. Alright. Well, I'm just kind of matching up colors here. Blue and yellow. They're not labeled on the other side. They are these colors. The fun one is red and black. That makes it fun. Alright. Thermistor. Got it. There we go. Roller Games had the IDC. I didn't have a Molex to use. Okay. Well, I think I did a video on that with Judge Dredd, switching it over, and the reason I like it is you can buy like 20 pin housings, you know, for the different sizes that you have, and you can easily convert over, and you can snip them to size, which is nice. So then all you need is your crimp pins and your tools, and you know, then you don't have to have a specific one. With IDC, because you have to line all your stuff up and then punch it in there. It's like when one pin goes bad, the whole thing is junk. That's why I don't like it. At least with Molex you can replace one. Alright, where am I at? I got all the connectors done. Now it's talking about the screen. Oh boy. Alright. This is where my eyes might glaze over here. Yes, let me catch up here, board dog. Hang on. I only have this little small thing. It's 15 by 25 room. I had 2 bare bulbs for light. Ugh. So just getting general lighting set up, but enough to work on stuff when I need to. Awesome. Yeah, this is so this is a Ender 5 Pro, and I got it off of 3D Printers Bay, which I pretty decent price on it. It really wasn't that much more. I was looking at the Ender 3, but you know, this one, it seems like it's nice sturdy construction, so everything's metal on it, which I appreciate. So I'm actually to the part where it's like telling me that I can turn it on, so it's starting to show me like screens here. Popeye is all IDC. I need to replace it all. That game is nothing but trouble sometimes. Oh, that's terrible. Honestly, because with games from the 90s that are IDC, I think the saving grace was comparing, like, going from the 80s to the 90s, when the difference was the hinged back box. That was a game changer because people weren't just taking the connectors on and off all the time. Each time you do that, you're wearing out the pins, and you take the head off or the back box off, and then you know, constantly doing that. So with the newer games, with them folding, the back box folding, that was, you know, you shouldn't have to mess with them too much. I think the biggest things were like, you know, if a connector, usually it's like a general illumination or something like that cause problems or burn up a connector. But alright, I got like 4 more pages here, and it's more software stuff, but I think we're to the moment of truth here of plugging it in and hoping that there's no sparks. So I'm going to do that. Turn it here. Alright, plugging in. Does everybody have their fingers crossed at home? Flip the switch. You got anything? Come on. Hello? Oh. It's plugged in? Oh, there we go. Yeah, my power cord all the way in. Yay! It lit up! Sweet. Alright. Well, I don't think I want to bore you with going through all this. Ugh. Software part is the part I'm dreading. So I think I want to muddle through that and make sure I get it right. Check the views. Yes. With the test print, so the test print is going to be, it's like a little cube thing. So there's a bunch of calibration that I gotta do. So first, I think I need to move this to the place that it's gonna sit, and then there's a bunch of calibration that I have to do with the bed. That's what these dials and things are for. So essentially what I have to do is get that lined up with the nozzle, and you have to take like a piece of paper and like, you know, do multiple points on the bed. Otherwise, you're not going to get even distribution of the plastic as it feeds out. So it's kind of like, it's like welding in that way. The bead needs to smush, and it needs to melt to the layer before it, and so you get like a solid part all the way through. So if you don't have that dialed in perfectly, you're going to have crappy parts. So I need to get all that stuff dialed in first, and then once that's done, then I can print there's like a test cube that shows you like X, Y, and Z, and then you can like measure it or something. So yeah, so far so good. It's alive. But with that, I think I'm probably gonna leave it sit for tonight. I might mess with it more tomorrow. And did it come with any material? Yeah, it did. A little bit. Look, they vacuum pack it. So it's a small spool, but it's enough to at least like try to get dialed in here. But it's PLA, polylactic acid. It's made from corn, and it's kind of like similar to PET. Anyway, I have more, but the guy that I'm splitting a pack of 10 like big rolls with the guy, so I'll get 5 more bigger rolls to play with. I just got some black and white to start, because I figure whatever it is, I can always paint it. So I figure if I get white, I can always, whatever. I can play around with different colors later. So French toast is ready. Oh, you're having French toast for supper? Oh man. Is that support filler or component material? Well, it would be. It's both. You mean like when you make the part, like the inside and the outside? I mean, it would be for all of it. So, anyway, but you can get different materials. So like what is it, CPET? There's different ones that have like different properties for like high heat, but I think you know that. So I'll play with it more later. I don't want to try to dive into the software side, but oh, nice. Brinker or Brinner, breakfast for dinner. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go sit on the couch and forget about pinball for a little while. But I appreciate you hanging out, as always. So I will check back in once I mess around with the software side, and I think I'll start up the stream and show you what I'm doing for calibration once I figure it out. But Oh, the one we have at my job uses two materials. One is for the actual material the part is made of, and the other is the translucent material in the build for the support of the negative space. No, this is not that fancy, Ryan. This is all one. It's all. I mean, I think fancier printers you can get, several in feeds, but no, this is just going to be a single. Yeah. So no, you have way fancier printer. This is just a home one. I wasn't about to spend thousands of dollars on a printer. This is like a $350 printer, so it'll work for what I need. A Boeing printer. So it prints, or it's same people that make the airplanes, I assume. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna pull the plug. I think that's enough progress for one day. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time.